All right, so this is going to be a general tarot reading for the collective. As always, take only what resonates, leave the rest. And with that, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for the collective. I'm going to shuffle really quickly because I don't think I did that before I hit start. I think what we should do is we should look into... Now, you know what? Well, it'll be in anything that comes up reading. We'll just let it fly. Let's see. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the general collective today? Are there any... Ooh, I saw that. King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in reverse, and Temperance. What else do we have? Okay. Ooh. All right, so for those of you in the collective that this will resonate for, there's a really strong energy of not knowing where you're going. Like, I don't know if it's because it's 2024 or what, but we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, which means, you know, there's not a lot of clarity around what your next step should be, or, you know, what is going to be, I don't know, you can't really see what's in front of you. But there, at the same time, there's this really strong energy of, like, wishing you knew what was coming up next, because we have the Three of Wands here. So Three of Wands, sorry, I'm just getting over a little bit of a cold, so I might be struggling a little bit. But, so Three of Wands, this is all about, you know, kind of taking a look at, like, what's the long term of this? What's going to come out of this? You know, what's on the horizon for me? Like, I'm waiting for my ships to come into shore, you know, like, what does the universe have for me next? So there's this forward-looking perspective that I think, it's actually weighing pretty heavily across the collective as a whole. It's not even just for this reading. This is an energy that's been coming out pretty consistently for those that I've been doing readings for over the holiday season. We also have the Hangman in reverse. So it's almost like you are coming out of this period where the Hangman is very much so an incubation type of energy. It's like you're kind of feeling stuck. You have all these ideas that you want to bring into fruition. There's things that you're interested in doing, things that you would like to do. And you're just kind of waiting for that moment to just kind of get kick-started and hop right in, right? So the fact that this is in reverse, this tells me that it's time. Like, you're not, like, you're ready. You've been waiting long enough. You want to get started. You want to chase after what it is that you'd like to have. You know, you're kind of like, you want to, like, I don't know, I'm getting like the, like, so guns blazing, I don't know if that's gonna, I don't know, that might upset YouTube or Instagram or whoever, but yeah, it's like you want to, like, storm in guns blazing. That's just something that came through, so I don't know if that'll resonate for you, but, you know, there is this focus on money, material wealth, stability. There's, like, something here about, you know, you kind of just want to, like, get off the ground and just, like, make it happen. At the same time, the universe is kind of telling you, like, hey, like, you might want to pump the brakes just a little bit. It's not that you're being redirected in any one direction at all. It's just that, like, you might want to be a little bit more mindful of how you approach something. Because you're lacking that. Oh man, I dropped that. Sorry. And if you just heard my knee pop, that's, it happens. Where was I? Okay, so because you're lacking clarity, right? There is this sense of, like, you can run in any direction at 100 miles per hour, but it's not going to get you where you want, right? So if you're lacking clarity around where it is that you want to be long term, as much as, like, you know, you want to be wealthy, you know, you want to chase your dreams, you know, you have these goals and ambitions, it's kind of like you're being asked to, I wouldn't say proceed with caution, but kind of pump the brakes a little bit. Like, you know, don't rush too quickly into anything. Don't make any rash decisions. Make sure that you're looking at things from multiple angles. Don't just kind of, like, I don't know, like, let's, you know what, let's get some clarity around it. Spirit, can we get some clarity around the Temperance, please? Judgment. Okay, so you, and it kind of landed, it did a thing, so, like, it kind of landed upside down / sideways / not upright, but what I'm getting intuitively when I look at the Judgment card is that you are being asked to kind of just use your judgment, like, use discernment, have some clarity, build clarity for yourself. By moving too quickly, you are lacking the ability to take a concerted look at what's around you and make the best decision for you. So I really do think that Spirit is kind of calling you to, you know, have some I don't know, do yourself some justice by, like, slowing down just a little bit, because you might overlook something, you might make a rash decision that you regret later. The fact that we have 2 cards here with angels in them means, like, I don't know, that's just something that stands out for me. So I don't know if you believe in spirit guides or spirit teams or, you know, people if you've had passed on loved ones, that are looking out for you. I don't know what your personal beliefs are, but the fact that there's this sense of like the universe is trying to kind of throw you a bone a bit by like telling you like, hey, like don't rush into something. So let's see what's coming up next. Spirit, what do we have for the person that this reading will resonate for as a long-term bit of guidance? Yeah, Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords, this is usually somebody that has like a very proactive, when it's upright, sorry. So when it's upright, Knight of Swords, this is somebody that kind of just wants to charge into a situation. They feel like they know it all, and like, you know, it's kind of pretty on par with the Suit of Swords. The Suit of Swords in tarot, this is somebody who thinks that they've got the clarity, like, you know, they want to come in with communication, like they just kind of want to like do something. So there's two different ways to look at this in reverse. It's either you did something and you're starting to think like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have pumped the brakes a little bit. Or the second way to read this is, again, like this is just a cautionary note about kind of just taking your time. Don't rush. You know what it is that you want for the long term. So don't self-sabotage yourself by being rash or, you know, not taking time to kind of like honor what's in front of you. I feel like that's something that's kind of been a theme, especially as we have Pluto making its way into Aquarius, I believe today. It'll be today by the time this gets posted. This will be my post for today, and then I'll make recordings for the rest of the week. But I think, you know, there's this very big energy of what should I have done? What could I have done? What's a different way that I could have looked at something? So that's a very big energy. And it's interesting. So I've been doing a lot of personal readings on the side recently, and Eight of Swords has been coming up consecutively. This is a lot of like limiting beliefs, like thinking that you know everything or thinking that the outcome has to be a certain way when it doesn't have to be. So this is a very clear energy of kind of like, there's almost nothing really holding this person back. Like, yes, they're blindfolded. Yes, they're kind of bound up. But when I always look at this card, it's almost as if, like, if it was tissue paper, you'd be able to rip right through it. If it was toilet paper that was binding you, you could just kind of break out of it, right? So it's like you do not realize that you have everything that you need to be successful, that you don't have to ascribe yourself to these stories of your past or, you know, you don't have to buy into these, like, limiting beliefs or these self-doubts, all right? So, and it's weird, I'm getting like this channeled thing, so just bear with me. I don't know if this will resonate for everybody, but don't doubt your worth. Don't think that things can't happen a certain way. Don't perceive your situation as having a finite outcome, because energies are constantly changing. So I don't know if you're somebody that, you know, is like an avid tarot reader, tarot watcher, if you do tarot readings for yourself, but that's something that I think is coming through really strongly for me, especially as I kind of look at this. I feel like, you know, because you're so end of game minded right now, I feel like you could be too quick to, I don't know, kind of like box yourself in, or think that like you don't deserve something, or think that like, oh, this is like so outside my league, or, you know, it's so outside of my reach. Like when you do have these goals about where you want to go, like I don't think that you should be concerned about the long-term outcome of something. I mean, yes, you can think about, you know, your dreams and how you want things to go. I hope that this makes sense, because it's a bit of like it's the opposing. I feel like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth right now, right? It's like, you can't think too far, but then also have dreams and aspirations. What I'm trying to say is, have your goals, have your dreams, know which way you think you should be heading, but slow down enough for you to kind of have constant check-ins with you about your environment, about the situation, about the way in which things are going. Make sure that you are making communication a priority, because it's another way that Ace of Swords can be looked at in reverse. It's kind of like you're not taking the time to have the types of conversations that you should be having those check-ins with yourself, having those check-ins with those around you. Yeah, don't be in such a rush to kind of make all your, put your plan into action. It really is, there's a very strong message here of kind of just pumping the brakes a little bit. So if you can do that, I think you'll be just fine. I mean, other than that, there's really like no other negative energies on the table. I think that, you know, you're in luck in the fact that you have a King of Pentacles over here. So King of Pentacles, it's like a very mature energy. It's established, well developed. There's some wisdom that comes with that kind of an energy when you do have a king come out, as far as the court cards in tarot. So I do think that, you know, you really are, you're set up for success. Just pump the brakes a little bit. And with that, take care. Check me out, YouTube, you'll find information wherever it is that this is posted, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That's usually where you can find me. And then if you're interested in personal services, I do offer personal tarot readings. Coming out of the holiday season, I did open back up my Shopify. I do have Etsy available for those that are more comfortable checking out on an established platform. But you'll find info wherever you find me. And with that, take care. Good luck.